You're funny, I love you. Hi, beautiful people.
Hi, beautiful people! Today we're celebrating our 1 year anniversary. Hi! Hello.
Hi, this is
Ethan.
I'm Eleni. We're the Weebs. We're gonna do a fun tag today. Married 1 year. Woo.
1 year anniversary. It was last month, but she wanted to make a video about it, so here we are.
Let's go.
So I'll ask the first question.
Okay.
How did we meet?
We met at campus church, which is like the church group for university and college.
Yeah, but wasn't there more of a story about it? I remember it like it was yesterday. I was looking for a fine lady I could possibly date. A little bit. I wasn't there for that reason, but obviously that was something on my mind. And I remember I saw her right in the corner of the room, and I was too nervous to say anything to her. And I remember a couple weeks after, she said something like, "Oh yeah, all Christian men are hypocrites."
I did not say that.
Yes, she did.
No.
And I looked at her. I was like as like a joke, like, "Oh wow, why would you say that? You know, that's so mean." And she was like, "I didn't mean you. I didn't mean it." It was really cute.
What were some first impressions?
So my first impression of Eleni is that she's super cute. Obviously, like who wouldn't think that at first? Because Eleni is a very wonderful, kind person, and she does a lot of work that people don't see. It really sticks out.
Thanks.
I thought you were super cute, and you wore a yellow raincoat. Yellow is my favorite color. So, and then I remember I saw her on the bus, maybe about a year later. I remember I was like, "Man, she's pretty cool. I kind of like her here."
Okay. I first saw you and I was like, you know what? He looks like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo because he had a beard and long hair back then.
Kind of like now.
But also I liked that he seemed like the type I would usually go for, like nerdy, funny guy next door, gamer, quirky dude, like the funny, nerdy gamer dude. So, got it. Alright.
Next question.
Who said I love you first?
Hey, bro, this is my question to ask. Who said I love you first?
So it was like, in person, I was too afraid to talk to him, and then I went back home, and another night he messaged me on Discord. We always message on Discord. And he's like, "I really like talking to you." And I was like, in my head, he loves me. He says he's gonna love me.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? Well, we ended up saying that at the same time on Discord. Like, "I love you," and it was so cute.
Here's here's the true story.
No.
She might say other stuff, but I know the truth of the matter. Okay, when I said I really, really like you, I wanted to say I love you, but I was unsure of her convictions. Whether saying I love you was too big a deal, and at that point she wouldn't want to be with me anymore. So what I did is I played it super close to the vest. Okay, I'm like, okay, I don't know if I should say anything. But the whole time, she wanted me to say I love you, but she didn't want me to feel like I had to. So she wouldn't ask me to, obviously, but she wanted me to, but she wouldn't say I could. It was a weird, the cat chasing his tail, catch-22 situation. So finally, I was like, okay, Eleni, we were talking late at night through the phone or whatever. And I was like, I love you. And she's like, yeah, it's about time you said that.
Yeah,
and it's like,
on Discord, it's called at the same time.
Ooh.
That's what I remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be really weird footage. How can you put it together? You'll have to work a miracle like you always do. So the next question, how was your first date?
Our first date, we went into the forest for a hike, and by the time we got lost, and I was like, "Oh crap! It's so dark." But I trusted him, and I wanted to hold his hand the whole time. I was like, "It's the first date. I don't know," but I trusted he wasn't a creature who would like hurt me or anything. I was like, "God, I trust you. I'm alone with this guy. I don't even know him." And we're like in the forest, and finally we make it out of the forest. I'm like, "Thank you, Lord." By the time we got out, it was super dark. How did you know that they were the one? Well, after a month Like, we just talked every day. We just got to know everything about each other basically in a month.
Not
and I
every day. There were some days we didn't really. Well, we'd always talk on the phone, I guess. So.
Yeah. In that month, I just knew, like, God's Spirit moved in me. I just felt so peaceful and everything was perfect. And plus, I'm at that age, I remember saying, God, if you give me the right person, like, I'm ready to settle down and be married. I'm looking for my life partner to spend my life with. And it's just so at peace. And just, I just knew I wanted to be with him forever. We said, I love you in like a month. So everything in that first month.
Now I have to answer that question. How did I know Eleni was the one? That's a funny story. So I thought she was with someone else. Regardless, so there I was. I was all kind of sad because she was really cute, but I thought she was taken, so I didn't really want to talk to her too much. You know, I was trying to be respectful.
I thought he was ignoring me at the campfire.
I wasn't trying to. That's a whole nother story. Anyways, so I remember I got an email in the middle of a lecture. You know how it goes, you know, you're just sleeping there in the lecture, and all of a sudden you're like, oh wow. And it was Eleni sent me an email to my university account, and the only way she knew my email address is because it's standard for the entire school. So
I found his name on the Campus Church public Facebook page. I'm a stalker. Go on.
Sure. Anyways, so I got this email, and then I knew. That one's like, I knew she wasn't in another relationship, and I knew that she was interested in me. So that led me to pursue her, right? I didn't know enough, because I'm kind of dumb sometimes. I didn't know enough to pursue her until she told me to pursue her, but let me know that she was a little bit interested by inviting me to something. As Eleni said, sometimes it's good to take the first step. Anyways, at that moment I knew instantly, like, she's the one, that's it.
And I didn't have to do all the chasing this time. He actually, like, I went outside once and I was so shy, and he followed me and sat with me and talked to me. He initiated conversation, not just always me. So I was like, that's right, ladies, he will pursue you. So how did you prepare for the wedding?
Whoa.
A lot of different things.
Hold on. We aren't even engaged yet. How did he propose? How did I propose?
There's a big hope story, but we're going to shorten for you. So there's this bench, like, in the beautiful forest where my husband would go on his first year of university. During that year, he felt, you know, like, alone, like, what am I even doing here? You know, all that. But he went around, like, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. sometimes on those
Couldn't
walks.
sleep. Too much coffee.
And we would go on that bench and pray, and you would feel like God's peace, right? Like, God was with you.
Yeah.
And that was the place where he proposed to me. We went on a beautiful walk. I had a little of a hint maybe he would, but I dressed up in my fancy clothes in case, because I'm like, this could be the day. And so we walked into the forest, and we sat down on that bench, and we prayed together. I closed my eyes, and you know what was really funny? I had a pang in my heart, like, ooh, something good's gonna happen.
Pang.
Like my anxiety, you know? And I got a little corner of my eye. I saw he was lifting his pocket. I'm like, I could be wrong. I don't know if he's gonna propose, whatever. But I felt like excited, and I did my last prayer being single. I'm like, God, if this is it, I'm so excited. Like, let's do this. And I don't know what he said, but he's like, Eleni, he messed up my middle name, but that's okay. It was so cute and adorable. And he's like, would you do the honor of marrying me? Would you marry me? And I cried, and I was like, and we hugged and kissed, and it was amazing, and I was so happy. And then this nice lady with her dog took a photo of us, and we took our own photos too. It was really fun. It was a very special occasion.
That's the story.
How did you prepare for the wedding?
Basically, the wedding preparations were fairly simple. You see, my mom, she loves to plan parties, and I like to make silly voices sometimes. Shout out to my mom.
Melanie, love you.
Thank you for planning most of the wedding. She wanted it to be outside, nature, at a beach or something nice.
We got that.
And it had to be colorful. But other than that, like, it was...
Found my dress online.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't, like, go out and spend all of our money on, like, suits and fancy chandeliers and I don't know. I'm not a ritzy person, but
Yeah,
there was,
DIY, make it your own.
there was a level of planning involved, but we kept it simple. We didn't overthink it. We didn't overcomplicate it.
It was good.
We had what we needed, and it was good. How did the big day go?
My gosh, okay guys, this is gonna be a whole nother video, but it was one of the happiest days of my life. It was one of the best days of my life. Like,
It was like this.
Yeah, I got up so early, but I was so excited
Blink
throughout
of
the
an
whole
eye.
day. I didn't really eat until 7 p.m. dinner time. I was just too giddy and excited the whole day. I was like, I'm so excited! Like, my nerves, I was just so happy and enthusiastic for the whole day. And I remember my mom and dad walked me down the aisle. I had so much joy, like, the whole time I was going, and my dad's like, I know, Eleni, but we gotta be serious. This is your wedding day. Just calm down. I'm like, okay, but even the whole ceremony on the beach, I couldn't stop smiling at Ethan and going, like, my joy couldn't be contained, and it was great, and we kissed, and it was so peaceful. It's like I had this peace over me, like, no more anxiety.
Yeah, it's a blink of an eye. You know, I was uptight the whole time, like super like, okay, let's go good. Oh no,
I wasn't worried about anything.
But you know, it wasn't a big deal. You know, it's just a day, and it happens.
It's after the day
It doesn't
that matters.
exactly. It's not what you do during that one day. It's what you do every day after that counts.
Amen.
So our first year together, you know, there were challenges. We had to learn how to, you know, cohabitate. But you know, it works, right? There were a lot of different things that Eleni does that I'm not used to, and I'm sure there's a lot of different things, especially me being the kind of person I am that I do, that she had to get used to. Little quirks about my behavior where I'm a little bit strange sometimes.
Rambunctious and like tease me, and
I can take things too far sometimes. So yeah, of course there's challenges in starting a life together, but you know, it's definitely worth it. And there's a lot
Love
of
is a choice
reward.
every day.
How would you describe your spouse in the morning?
It'll just be like, the alarm goes off, snooze, and then he gets up. He does way better than I do.
I think that Eleni actually doesn't know at all how I am in the morning because of how she is in the morning. So basically, I like waking her up sometimes. Bad idea. Not good idea. She's a bit of a night owl and doesn't like to wake up in the morning. Not a morning person. See, I can wake up in the morning. Eleni, she can too. If there's something important, to her credit, she will wake up.
Like a fun adventure.
When there's nothing to do that day,
but no.
She struggles to open her eyes.
No, or this is so ungodly. 10 a.m. This is so ungodly.
Over this last year and a month together, I've learned something very important. That when I wake her up, instead of being like, Eleni, wake up! Which is, you know, effective, but it's not very good. I have to be like, hey Eleni, good morning, my angel, good morning.
Yeah, it says good morning, my angel, and that helps a lot. And I also do this thing where I wake up and I pray for 20 minutes and then I get out of bed eventually.
Eleni, she has to spend time in bed praying before she can wake up. Which is a good thing.
How do you resolve conflict? There's a variety of things, I think. Can I start first? No one is a mind reader. Say how you feel, okay? Also, don't try to put the blame on each other. Know that you're both different. Don't insult each other. Don't sin when you're angry. Don't call them names. Don't be mean to each other. And do not hold sins against them. God has a whole cabinet of our sins, our friend Matthias said. And he doesn't expose or, you know, put them against us. Like, oh, but you did this and that. No, Jesus' blood washes away everything. It's clean. Like, start fresh. So you tell each other how you feel. Even if you don't understand or you think you didn't do anything wrong, also pray. If you had bad behavior, repent of it, because you know, and just you want to be selfless and you want to love each other like as Jesus loves us.
Sometimes it's about trying to see where conflict might come from,
understand each other,
and trying to mitigate against that. So instead of saying, "Hey, Eleni, can you dial it down?" Or I guess, yeah. So it's saying like, you know, you let things slide a little bit sometimes.
Yeah,
or like if I'm bothering her sometimes, yeah, exactly. It's about picking your battles. And then when it's a battle, you have to learn how to make compromises when it seems like it's difficult. it's about balance, right? We're different people.
That's okay.
We have different interests. We have different abilities and different ways that we behave. And with that, there's gonna obviously be conflict. So it's also communication's key. Is I can't be afraid to tell Eleni how I feel, and she can't be afraid to tell me how I feel. Or how she feels, I mean. But that doesn't mean to be, like, mean. It doesn't give you an open excuse to be mean to the other person. You gotta be open to hear and open to speak.
That's right.
Okay, now my question to you, Eleni, is what is something you can't live without?
Well, pizza,
That's about right.
talking with my friends, encouraging people, like loving on people, like I love you so much. Like I always message my friends every day. Adventure, going outside, God, a bunch of things. You?
Personally, there's not too much I
Dota?
Can't live without. No, I can live without Dota. It's not video games. They come and go. Obviously I can't live without God. That's not a matter of something that I can't possibly. It's just because it's physically impossible, right? But in reality, there's not really something I can't live without. But there's someone I can't live without.
Aww.
I can't live without my wife. Trust me. If I tried, not good.
Aww.
She keeps me balanced and stable.
I love you. It's cute.
You think I'm crazy now. You wouldn't have liked to see me a couple of years ago. That's for sure.
Oh my gosh, you know what's so funny? We can't go to sleep without each other. We have to go to bed at the same time. It's so
sad.
cute. No, it's cute.
It's so sad.
That's the last question. Why do you love your spouse? So many things, because you're a man of God. You love me, and though I'm very sensitive and I deal with mental health issues, and it's really hard for me. You're a good support system. And you're learning how to take care of someone, like, if they have a mental illness or anxiety, depression, like, you're a good support, a good rock. We pray together. You tell me to calm down more. He's always, like, more calm one. He'll teach me, hey, you don't need to be upset about this. It's okay. You can let it go. You're not going to die if this doesn't happen, And he's not tired of me or upset with me. And, we're humans. We get tired if our loved ones deals with something a lot. But he still managed to stay positive and, just love me like unconditionally, even when I'm feeling like I deal with anxiety a lot. He's so loving and unconditional, and he'll do anything to help me or ease my anxiety. So, yeah.
There's a lot of reasons why I love Eleni, and I'd say a big one is her range of emotions. She can go to happy, to crying, to wanting to punch you in like 2 seconds, and there's something exhilarating about that.
I don't know bipolar though.
Okay. That does sound like it might be a bad thing, but in this case it's not, because I understand like how it works with her. And I understand her. Really, that's where it comes from. I think my love for her comes from me understanding, like, she is who she is. I know who she is. And I have already made the decision to love her every day of my life by marrying her.
Because of the covenant of Jesus. The vow. The vow.
So because of that, I choose to love her every day. And it's not that difficult since I know who she is. Now she can still surprise me. I'm not saying that.
Too.
But I know her character. And I know that she wants the best for us. And so that's how I'm able to every day continually choose to love her. I love your big heart. It's very big. And it's a heart. Not art, heart.
Okay. So thank you for watching. We love you guys so much. Please let us know.
It's been a pleasure to be
any videos
here.
You want.
Sorry if I seem grumpy. I haven't gotten a lot of sleep. Normally I'm not like this. I'm a bit more...
He's always like...
The time slips away from my fingers.
Okay. Bye. We love you guys.